Hi, welcome to the It's Rainy Crafts podcast. My name is Raina. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry under SF Chick. Find me on Twitter under my name, Raina, Rainah. Um, I hope that you are having a good week. Things are a bit slow around here now. We It's a cloudy and dreary day here, so I thought that would be the perfect day to talk about my knitting. So why don't we get started? This is take 3, by the way, because I didn't realize that my computer was sensitive. So we'll get started. So anyway, like I said, I have lots of projects to show you. And the first project that I have is Natalie's socks. Yay, Natalie, your socks are done. So basically I did a 2x2 rib, and I did my vanilla pattern, which I do 32 rows and a heel flap with a gusset. And then I knit to 7 inches. Normally I knit to 8 or do 25 rows for my feet. And then I did the toe decreases. They're longer than the last one, so hopefully these will fit. I did these out of Line Brand Sock Ease in the Lemon Drop colorway. I did her socks out of the same colorway because it's cheery, and I think that Natalie needs some cheer now because she had a scare with her doggie, little Miss Neri, her oldest doggie, and she could put on those socks and think of me. So anyway, those are done. That's my first and only FO of this episode. So the next one that I'm working on is the dewdrop for my mother. Now, my mother, I knit many of these, and my mother gave hers to a friend that liked it so much. So this is what it looks like so far, and this is basically how you do it. I loomed before I learned to needle knit, so basically you wrap 3 stitches and then you come up here and then you wrap 3 more, and then I got to about here on the last one that I knit. I started one for her a few weeks ago, and the yarn broke, which sucks, but I had to start over because it was one of the yarns that went around the holding peg, and it was just like, oh, grumble, grumble, grumble. So I'm about 50 rows in, I think. I have about 50 to go. This is Red Heart Boutique, Midnight Boutique in the Borealis colorway. So, that's what I'm knitting for her for Mother's Day. And pardon me if you hear like plastic rumbling or anything, because my cat right now is on the futon, which is over here on the I have those plastic bags that you get your comforters in. So she's laying on them right now because she can't stand not to be around me when I'm talking. And when I'm on the phone, she's right there. She's meowing. But when I'm podcasting, she knows to be quiet. So the next project that I'm working on is a new yarn that I got. It's by the Flying Kettle. The Flying Kettle. And this is called Magnapop. It's her glider 2-ply base, South merino nylon in a fingering weight and 400 yards. So I cast on what was called the Terribly Simple by Caitlin French. And basically it's, let's see, you cast on 11 stitches, you knit 2, you knit front back, you knit to 3 stitches, you knit front back, and then you knit 2. And I'm trying to find a shawl that I can make easily and fast for my husband's grandmother for Christmas, because when you're a knitter, the earlier you start on Christmas presents is better for you. So I started this, and it'll be nice. The yarn is nice and soft, so I can't wait to finish it and get that blocked. So this is in my Chicken Boots sock box that I got in New York City around this time last year when I went for my birthday, which is next Thursday. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that, and that was my Game of Thrones knitting the other night, because when I watch Game of Thrones, I have to knit on something, but I can't knit on something that I have to count or that I really have to pay attention to. It has to be mindless. So the next project that I'm working on are my Franken socks. My Franken socks aren't, I cast it on for them, but I took lots of skeins of my yarn and just wound them all together into a big cake. So you have Zauberball on here, you have Plymouth, and lots of different kinds of yarn, and it's so soft and so squishy, and I can't wait to find out. But I casted those on, and I'm going to do them one at a time, because I usually do my socks 2 at a time via tandem. You know, I do the cuff on one, and then I do the leg on the other, and I go back and forth, so I don't get confused. So if I seem like I'm going too fast through my projects, I'm sorry. But the next project that I'm working on is a hat for Kel. Now, I cast it on a Bankhead, and I was working on it for him, but the yarn was too soft. I mean, yarn, soft, it doesn't matter, but it was too thin. It was too thin, and winter around here gets pretty nasty and cold, and so I took a skein. This looks more blue. It's like a little bit darker, but this is Red Heart Soft in the royal blue colorway. I took the skein and I split it into 2 so I can do 2 strands at a time. So I can have 2 strands at a time on my needles. These are on my Knitter's Pride Dreams. My Knitter's Pride Dreams needles, size 8 with a 16-inch cable. So you see that I haven't joined yet, but I had him pick his stitch marker. He picked the owl. So I have to start that. And I gauge my projects by what can be done now and what really doesn't have to be done until for a while. So this is the for a while pattern. This is the for a while pattern. No, for a while pile, because it's getting to be summer here, and I don't think my child would like to wear his hat in the middle of summer. So the next thing that I am working on are more socks. I got these from my Fabrista club, and my mom got this little like knitting bag for me from Stitches, and I put my socks in here. So now I was doing the Hermione's Everyday Socks, but I think the yarn is too busy for that. So I just started vanilla patterning. So I'm down to about 24 rows now before I split for the heel flap. And I'm doing these in tandem on ChiaoGoo size 3 9-inch circs. And point protectors when you're doing the socks on these needles are very, very important. So this yarn is also very squishy. I got it from my Fabrista Sock Club, which is based out of Chicago, I think. Yeah, it is based out of Chicago. But that's what the skein looks like. It's Sweet Georgia. Bulletproof stock. It's 50 Southwest Merino, 20 nylon, 15 kid mohair, and 15 silk. And I know, I'm not wearing any socks now because most of my socks are wool, and with it being warmer, you know, it starts off cool at the beginning of the day, like it starts off with like 50 degrees and then it goes up to 70, and I don't want my feet to sweat because that's a really nasty feeling. So the next project, so that's all my projects that I'm working on right now. And I got some so I am continuing on my sweater. I don't have it with me right now to show you. It looks more like a shrug now. So it comes down underneath my breasts, and it's about halfway down my back. So I'm just knitting for length now, and I joined my 5th skein on Sunday. And yeah, I'm enjoying knitting on that. And the next project that I got some yarny goodness over the past week. I ordered another cable for my Knitter's Pride Dreams, the 16-inch cable, so I can have 2 hats in 2 different sizes if I need to go along with my Knitter's Pride Dreams, if I already said that. I think I did. And then the next thing that I got was I started using this book when I first started knitting socks, so I wanted a hard copy. And the hard copy was cheaper than the Kindle version when you're on Amazon. It was like, I think it was like $9.99 on the Kindle, and I got this for $6. So it's Ann Bud's Sock Knitting Masterclass, and I didn't realize that it came with the DVD. I got this morning in the mail, but this is the sock. This is the sock book that I would refer to when I was last year when I was knitting my first pair of socks. So I think I'm going to read through this tonight and then lend it to my mother-in-law so she can learn how to, because she wants to knit socks too. So I think it's a good book, and I love Ann Bud. I have another one. I have another book by Ann Bud on my Kindle. I think it's the sock knitting book. If New Directions in Sock Knitting, I haven't looked at that yet. But the Knitmore girls highly they were speaking highly of it, so I had to get that. And then I got another skein of yarn from Flying Kettle. This is called Unicorn Guts. It's her glider 2-ply base. It's merino and silk. It's a fingering weight. And she gave me 600 yards because there was something wrong with the shipping. It was supposed to go out at a certain time, and she gave me extra yardage for this. So this is the Unicorn Guts, and it's pinks, and it's turquoise, and it's yellows, and oh, it's so beautiful. I gotta figure out what to make with this. It's so squishy, and oh, so my rule of thumb is that I'm not allowed to knit with this skein until I finish the Magna Pop skein. So anyway, little one, what are you doing? She's sleeping over there. What else is going on? My birthday is next week. My mother is coming in at the end of the month to visit, to go to my son's preschool graduation. She's so excited, and he's so excited. We have a trip to Hershey Park planned, and to stay in a hotel because he likes hotels. But when you're 5, you know, anything is good. So we yesterday we had a pre-K field trip. We went to the Rutter's Dairy Farm. It was a really good trip. We went up to their classroom, and they showed us the film, and then they described how they make milk and everything for the kids, and bringing the milk in because they don't have any cows there. They outsource their cows, and then the trucks go in the tanker trucks, and they take the milk from the farmers, and then they bring it back, and then they unload. So, and then when we went back outside for the tour, there were goats there, and their names were Oreo, Chocolate, and Chip. How adorable is that? It was so much fun. And I kept telling Cal to pet the goat, because I thought if he petted the goat, then I could snap a picture for my mother. And that didn't work out. He was just staring at the goat, and the goat was staring at him. So then we went into the farm. We went into the barn where they used to house the cows. And now they have like a little like fake cow like in there to show you the actual size, life-size cow. It's huge. It was like plastic or something. So, and then it was very fun. And then they all got cows at the end of the field trip. So that was good. And I hope, and I think that's about it for now. So I hope that you have a good week. And Natalie, if you're watching, I will send your socks out by the end of the week. Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.